I am Tanisha and I will be hosting today's session. Today I have with me Ms. Ndisi Amarachi Florence, the author of the book Hugging Diamonds. Welcome, Ms. Florence. Congratulations on successfully completing the monumental feat of writing and publishing your book with us. On behalf of the entire team of Exceller Books, I extend our heartfelt gratitude for your achievement. We take great pride being part of this project. So, Ms. Florence, I am really glad to start this interview with you today, and I hope that we will be doing an enriching one. So, before starting the entire process, I would like to tell a few words about you and your book, The Hugging Diamond. Ms. Ndisi Amarachi Florence, also known as Ami Florence, is a Nigerian author. She holds a diploma in linguistic studies and a BSc in sociology from the University of Calabar. A former NTA of a Writers Club member, she currently contributes to Household of God's Dust publication department and is a recording or performing artist. Her book, Hugging Diamond, unveils a tale of spirited youth uniting against the turmoil to ignite a political revolution in their stagnant nation. Fueled by love, they pioneered change through innovation, enlightenment, and entrepreneurship. The trio leading this movement emphasizes a mindset for a brighter future. Dream, think, work, achieve. The book underscores the collaborative bridge building and a shared affection, fostering a radiant era. So this is a great, no, this the idea of your book and the theme of the book is really great. So, do you have anything to say about your book and what was your inspiration? Like, what is the meaning of this word diamond? What signifies diamond in your title?
Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here. Well, I diamond is a precious jewel, as we all know. So, what brought about the inspiration was political situation we are facing in my country, Nigeria, where we seem to be having a leadership quagmire. We have almost everything in human and mineral resources, but we don't seem to be finding the way forward in our leadership. So that's made me to start penning things down as it were, the situation around, what was happening and how Hugging Diamond can inspire somebody out there to know that they can, work out something. We can't all just be, wrapped up, as if we are robots without, thinking or doing something about the situation. So that was what inspired me.
Great. So again, I just wanted to ask you that how the concept of the love played a pivotal role in this political revolution described in the book. Like you have mentioned about the trio love and the friendship, and how does it is relevant to your book?
It's it's a force, a kind of an unseen force. So it was love. For instance, I just told you that I was inspired based on the situation. Now, I just want us all to know that without love, we can't even do a thing. It's the love of the country, the love we have in our minds, in our heart, that can motivate us to do something. So now, the right people ought to be at the right places to effect change. They tried. Sheba, Victoria, and Kemi stated that it is time the right pegs fit into the right holes and create impact. These three are young, ambitious, beautiful, intelligent, and fearless. So let me also use your word, the love. I'm still getting back to the love after all this background. Okay, their fighting force was love. So this is where our love comes in now. The fighting force was love.
Your answer was appropriate, actually. It really fits to the question. Then we can proceed to our next question, which is the book emphasizes the importance of a thinking cap and a paradigm shift for societal change. Can you share more about the vision behind this concept and how it is contributed to the movement's success, the revolution that you were talking in your book?
Okay. Okay, in the book Hugging Diamonds, thinking cap in simple terms is reasoning outside the box. There are no prison walls holding any viable thoughts down. The mind is a workshop. Kemi in page 89 and 90 of the book exemplify the tiny little differences, which is that extra thing, by juxtaposing two job seekers with same qualification seeking a managerial post in a textile establishment. What made the difference was who made use of the opportunity cost better in a more practical terms in view of scarce resources. Thinking cap entails expanding one's horizon and being proactive. It takes the power to initiate change through a more systematic method than being reactive. She says that man is not a robot.
Thank you so much for
Mhm.
explaining the importance of thinking cap in your book. We can proceed to the next question. I think it is very important to ask because the trio that you have mentioned, the trio of visionary leaders that you have mentioned in your book that led to the movement, could you shed light on their individual roles and how their collective effort synchronized to drive innovation, entrepreneurship, and enlightenment?
Okay, the tribe worked as a team individually, but collectively. They expanded their network in training the trainer
Yeah, yeah, right.
and, and replicating functionalities by building community of people through interface, you know. So they welcome healthy negotiations and interaction, partnering with people. Shiba Noma Oba, aka Big Heart, who is the most daring and ambitious of the three Amazons, became a political workshop. With her experience as personal assistant to a crook governor and her background challenged her steadily.
So you have really well prepared regarding the characters and the character building in your book. The Hugging Diamond is really incredible based on the timeline that you were talking about. Now let's go on to the next question, which is the narrative highlights the idea of dream, think, work, and achieve. How did this approach empower the vibrant young minds to break new grounds and overcome the confusion and challenges they face? What's your take on this?
Dream, think, work, and achieve. DTWA were the vision and mission of the tribe. They knew that it was difficult to actualize dreams in a broken economy, societal disorder, and political shortcomings that they all faced. They were all in it together. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. So we are
Yeah.
almost at the end of our interview session, and this will be the
Yes.
last question. So you have really covered all the aspects regarding the character build-up and also the meaning of thinking cap and also the meaning of diamond in your book. So I would like to end the session with the last question, like collaboration and building bridges with people are central theme in this book. Can you elaborate on how this collective effort and sense of unity contributed to the positive outcome of the movement, ultimately leading to a period of basking in success?
The movement, Cooking Democratic Party, is a building block of people structured their approach of man to man, door to door, workshop to workshop, market to market, and tell your neighbor. That approach and the cooking pot symbol had a unifying factor because almost everyone eats cooked food or uses the cooking pot. It was more or less a new political family for the people, founded in distress as an outcry for a ripe change. People wanted to break free from an existing political rhetorics that exploited them. It was more like the game is over. We need to cook our own political meal by getting involved in the process. They knew they deserved better because they had been shortchanged. The manifesto and the new deal they brought to the table with a mass movement of people's involvement in physical and social media was a brain revolution that silenced the old religious and tribal sentiment that they used to divide the people for their own political gain.
You have well covered on all the aspect of your book, like the character development that I have just told you earlier. You have the three main characters in the book who becomes a main lead basically of the book Hacking Diamond, and also during the period in Nigeria when there was a time of turmoil. Okay, so these things, this development, the character development, the plot development, all this is brilliant in your book. So we are almost at the end of our interview, and I really appreciate for your time to join me today. And your book is truly remarkable, and I hope it will be served as an inspiration to many, mainly the youth generation.
Okay, thank you. And all the place that I was jumping around looking for my papers. Thank you very much. I'm pleased.
Thank you so much. Yes.